Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. And Danny Cowley has been sacked by Huddersfield. Can you believe it? I'm going to look at why and who could be the man to replace him. So yep, Danny Cowley leaves Huddersfield after just 10 months in charge. A really shocking decision coming out of the Championship this weekend, just after they'd beaten West Brom 2-1, and he had them in a good bit of form. He's kept them in the Championship. He's achieved what he set out to do when he came in at the start of the season, but he has been given the boot due to a difference of opinion perhaps between him and the chairman. But he's done an excellent job. I'm sure his stock hasn't fallen. He's really done excellently. He left Lincoln for Huddersfield in September, of course, and Huddersfield were in a terrible state. They were 23rd, no wins from their opening 6 games with Jan Suet in charge. And in fact, Suet himself had only won 1 of his past 19 games. Some players didn't want to be there. The wages were high. They'd just dropped out of the Premier League and they were in danger of back-to-back relegations. But Cowley came in and he saved them. He's done a brilliant job. They've lost just 1 of their last 6 games. They beat West Brom, kept 4 clean sheets in their last 7 games. What more do you want? And importantly, the club are not seeking applications. So we have a pretty good idea of who is going to take over. But let's remark on Danny Cowley's career and what he has done. Let's not forget what a brilliant manager he is. In the Football League, he is one of the hottest properties. Let's not forget that at Lincoln, he got them promoted from the National League to League One in 3 seasons. That takes some doing. And Lincoln was still on the up when Huddersfield came calling for him and his brother. They went back. He rejected them at first, but then the chairman, Phil Hodgkinson, went down to Lincoln and got the deal done. So he must have paid big money to the pair and thought they were the right pair to take over, and he's been proven right. They were the right pair, but for the long-term future of Huddersfield, apparently they're not. That's why this decision is so bizarre. Surely you'd give Cowley and his brother the chance to have a full season in the Championship with a bit of money at their disposal to see just what they could do, but Huddersfield have made this decision. Enough is enough. He also, at Lincoln, got them to an FA Cup quarter-final when they were in non-league. They played Arsenal, they did lose, but they got them to the last 8 of the FA Cup. That is incredible. The chairman, Phil Hodgkinson, has been bold once again. We'll have to wait and see whether this decision pays off. But in his statement, he said, "We have made this decision in the belief that in the long term is in the best interests of the club as we move forward. We have a different vision for the way we operate the club and how our ambitions can be achieved." So it seems there things aren't quite matched up with his philosophy of what he wants for Huddersfield and the Cowleys, which is strange given he appointed them just 10 months ago and they've kept them in the Championship. I mean, they've had some poor results, but they've had some brilliant results, especially in recent weeks. The players have really been responding to what they've been doing, and they made some good signings in January as well. So it's just the timing of this is so strange. But Cowley, I think they'll get another job. The brothers, they'll stick together and they should get another job, perhaps even in the Championship. I wonder if Bristol City or Birmingham might be interested in the pair that are now available. But now it's time to look to the future and look at the man Huddersfield look like they are about to appoint at the time of recording. The hot favourite for the job, Phil Hay, has already reported that Huddersfield are in touch trying to get him to be their manager. So it's a pretty reliable source. Carlos Corberan, the Spanish manager, the under-23 manager at Leeds and first team coach, is top of Huddersfield's wish list. So Huddersfield have made an approach for him. They want him to be their new manager, but will they be able to get him? Leeds, of course, don't want to let him go. They don't want to lose any players or any of the squad that's just got them promoted to the Premier League, and he's been an important part of that, I think. But it has also been reported that the players believe he will take the role, and a few journalists have reported that as well. So I think it's quite likely that Huddersfield's new manager will be Carlos Corberan. No first team manager experience in England, but he has managed in Cyprus First Division before, and he's been schooled under one of the best in the business, Marcelo Bielsa. So what do we know about Carlos Corberan? Well, he joined Leeds in 2017 from Cyprus as under-23 manager, so before Bielsa got there. But when Bielsa came in, he liked what he saw and he promoted him from under-23's manager to first team coach, while he still manages the under-23 team as well. So he's got a dual role at Leeds and he's very important to the club, so they don't want to lose him at all. In his first season at Leeds. He won the under-23 title and he's been improving that team in the style of Bielsa, so he could be the next big thing. He'd managed twice in the Cypriot First Division with varying success. He finished 7th in one of his seasons there, but Bielsa really likes him and really respects him, and that's a hell of an endorsement, isn't it? He's already said he values Corberan's opinion more than his own, which is incredible if you think about it. So perhaps this could be a really big appointment for Huddersfield. He could be huge. He could completely change the way that Huddersfield view football, and maybe he can get them back in the Premier League, but it is a huge, huge risk. Corberan has already turned down a job at Spanish side Cultural Leonesa because he wanted to stay under Bielsa at Leeds. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can be tempted to go just up the road to Huddersfield. But it also has been reported he's ready now for a first team opportunity and he wants to get his feet stuck in to some managerial work. So it's still up for debate whether he will get the job or not. It looks likely that Huddersfield definitely want him, but will he be tempted away from Premier League Leeds to go to Huddersfield? I think we've seen this in the past, this sort of thing. It's worked and it hasn't worked. I think a big example is Nigel Adkins at Southampton. The fans really liked him. He was in the Premier League, he got them promoted, he kept them in the Premier League, and the players really, really liked him as well. And when he was sacked, there was uproar, really, wasn't there, among the media, among journalists, among the fans themselves. Yet they brought in an unknown name, a risk really, called Mauricio Pochettino, and he was amazing. He completely transformed the club. He brought in the youth players, he sold them for big money. He took them to levels they never thought they could ever achieve. And then he moved on to Tottenham, and look, now he's one of the best managers in the world. So although I'm not saying that Carlos Corberan will be the best manager in the world, Huddersfield could achieve big things under him, and this is a massive, massive risk. I think you had the Cowleys who know English football inside out, they know the Football League inside out, they were just getting their gears going at Huddersfield, and they've booted them out and replace them potentially with a massive, massive risk. But it's a difficult time for Huddersfield. I think they've just finished outside the relegation zone, but off the pitch, it's not looking that harmonious either, is it? Carlan Grant might be leaving the club for 15 million to a championship rival, which would be a good boost for the club's coffers, but it'll leave them short on the pitch, won't it, when the new manager does come in. So they're going to be a bit of a mismatch. The new manager will need to come in and do some work, do some hard work over summer, a short pre-season it's going to be, and see how they get on at the start of next season. I've already said, I think the Cowleys will be fine. I think they'll end up in the Championship somewhere. I don't think they'll go for Birmingham, but if Bristol City come calling, Bristol City look like they want Steven Gerrard now rather than Chris Hughton, by the way, but if they can't get Gerrard, perhaps they'll turn to the Cowleys and see what they can do in the Championship. So they're going to go their separate ways. The Cowleys will be fine. Huddersfield are taking a massive, massive risk, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. That's all there is to it. Let me know what you've thought of this video by leaving a like and subscribing. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of Carlos Corberan, if he is the man to get the job. Do you think Huddersfield will stay up next season? Do you think they'll be going for top 6? And where do you think the Cowleys will end up as well? But that's it from me on this one, guys. I'll see you on the next one.